List of fraternities and sororities at Cornell University. The Cornell University Greek system dates to the first months of university operation during the autumn of 1868. Cornell's co-founder and first president, Andrew Dickson White, was a strong promoter of fraternities as a means of teaching self-governance to young students. Among its leaders, other strong supporters of the Greek system were Presidents Edmund, Ezra and Frank H.T. Rhodes. Among general social organizations, Cornell currently recognizes 28 Interfraternity Council fraternities, 13 Panhellenic Association sororities, and 11 Multicultural Greek and Fraternal Council fraternities and sororities. Interfraternity Council, Panhellenic Council, Multicultural Greek and Fraternal Council, Honor, Professional, and Service Societies. These organizations have a similarly long pedigree on the Cornell campus, but are largely non-residential. Members of the social and academic fraternities and sororities may join or be asked to join, as may non-Greek students. Multiple affiliations are allowable. The cut-off line where any campus organization falls within these headings or without is somewhat arbitrary. Those formed prior to 1990 are listed under these subheadings in various volumes of the Baird's Manual of American College. Honor and Recognition Societies, Professional Societies, Service Societies, Building and Property Ownership. Cornell University Residence Plan of 1966. During AY 1948-1949, Cornell University President Edmund, Ezra formally distanced the university leadership from the increased discrimination which he observed at Cornell since 1910. His speech at the time marked the beginning in effort to end such unlawful practices, a goal to which the university remains committed. Each group house was to be maintained by a priority group electing its group sponsor. Phi Kappa Psi, for instance, sponsored group house number Roman 4D/B/A/ the Irving Literary Society, and developed its parcel on Cornell's West Campus. Cornell desired an academic atmosphere in student residence units, providing appropriate facilities for intellectual and cultural activities, and by encouraging student participation in these pursuits. Kerp 66 was not Kerp signatories, Group House Num I, possessed by Delta Kappa Epsilon, signatory since 1960, 13 South Avenue in residence. Group House number Roman 2, possessed by Delta Tau Delta, signatory since June 8, 1960, 104 Mary and Wood Drive in residence. Group House number Roman 3, Chi Phi Craigielia, signatory since Nav 15, 1960, 107 Edgemore Lane in residence. Group House number Roman 4, Ivy, possessed by Phi Kappa Psi the Gables, signatory since Nav 30, 1959, 525 Stewart Avenue, service deliveries to 120 Mary Ann Wood Drive. Phi Psi is also the successor organization to the Irving Literary Society, first to sign into the revised group housing plan in 1959. It was fourth in accession due to negotiations over the sale of its property at 312 Thurston Ave. Group House number V, possessed by Sigma Phi Epsilon, signatory since 1962, 109 McGraw Place in residence. Group House number VI, possessed by Delta Upsilon, signatory since 1962, 6th South Avenue in residence. Group House number Roman 7, occupied by Phi Sigma Sigma, and formerly possessed by Kappa Alpha, which was a signatory in 1991. Signing was delayed for 3 decades, for reasons unknown. 14 South Avenue, Group House Number Roman 8, possessed by Zeta Psi, signatory since 1963. 534 Thurston Avenue, in residence, Group House Number Roman 9, since been torn down, once occupied by Sigma Alpha Mu and formerly possessed by Chi Omega, signatory since 1963. Pensisson Place on North Campus, Group House X, occupied by University Residence Life, 201 Thurston Avenue, and formerly possessed by Lambda Upsilon Lambda, signatory since 1965, when the Kirk program was closed out in favor of a return to individual leasing. Chapters with university-owned facilities under other agreements. Chapters with privately owned facilities. Many fraternities and sororities have remained outside the ambit of university ownership. As of October 2017, these chapters include the following: